What is up, y'all? It's your girl Tasha here, and I'm back with another video. Today I'm gonna be telling you guys a story time, and the story that I'm gonna be telling you guys is the time that I got so high I passed out. So to begin this story, guys, I remember I was at home one weekend with my boyfriend, and one of my childhood friends had called me, and I'm not gonna say her name, so we're just gonna call her Ashley. So my friend Ashley called me that weekend and was asking me if I had any plans because she was in town for the weekend from school and she wanted to come over and hang out. So I told her she can come over, and at this point, guys, I was super excited because I haven't seen my friend in a long time because she was away at school. So I was excited to get to catch up with her and to talk to her for a while and to see how she's been doing. And if you guys knew me growing up, then you knew her. Like, me and her knew each other since elementary school, and every time me and this girl would get together, it was never a boring moment. We were always doing crazy things. She was always the girl that was convincing me to like ask my mom to spend the night when I already knew she was gonna tell me no. So I was just looking forward to her coming over and us having a good time. So she finally shows up to my house and we go into my bedroom and I introduce her to my boyfriend, and immediately, guys, she starts drilling my boyfriend, asking him, does he have any kids? Does he want to get married? Does he plan to, like, where did me and him meet before? Does he plan to, like, what does he plan to do with his life, etc., etc. Just all these questions that a friend should ask, when they meet your first love or your boyfriend or whatever. So I remember we were all sitting in the room talking and listening to music, and my boyfriend was rolling up a blunt, and we started smoking that one blunt. And after that first blunt was done, guys, my friend Ashley ended up asking me, did we want to match another blunt? So I'm sitting here like, yeah, there's no problem. We can smoke another blunt, knowing in good damn well I don't need to be smoking no more weed because, mind you, I just recently started smoking, guys. I didn't start smoking until I was like 21 years old. So my tolerance wasn't even like high at all. So they start rolling up another blunt, and we're still in the room talking and vibing out and having a good time. And they go ahead on and light the blunt. And I remember I was sitting there and the second blunt comes in my direction. And I remember hitting the blunt like 3 times. And after that, guys, I started to feel really nauseous and my head started to feel like it was spinning. So I then gave the blunt to my best friend, Ashley. And when I gave it to her, I was telling her like, hey, look, I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to go to the bathroom. You guys continue to smoke. It's going to be okay. So I went to the bathroom, and I remember I was staring at myself for a good like 3 minutes in the mirror before I even did anything. I moved or anything. And then my head started feeling like it was spinning again. So I remember, guys, that I splashed some water on my face. And in the matter of minutes, guys, just like that, lights out. I remember I was opening my eyes on the bathroom floor and I was staring up at my ceiling, and I was thinking to myself, how the fuck did I just get on this floor? Like, what the hell happened? Like, did I pass out? Like, what? Like, I never experienced this before. It was the first time. So I remember I laid there for a good maybe 2 minutes, and then I tried to get myself up. But when I tried to get up, guys, like, I felt this throbbing ass pain in the back of my head. And the moment that I put my hand back there, I had a huge ass, like a huge knot on the back of my head. It felt like it was the size of like a little golf ball. But I started kind of freaking out and panicking. So I then started to yell for my boyfriend's name. And I'm sitting there yelling him, calling his name like 3 or 4 times. I got no response. So then I start calling my friend Ashley's name, and I'm sitting there yelling her name as well. No response. So I'm sitting there thinking like, why the hell is nobody coming to check on me, to help me out? But then I remembered, dumbass, the music is so loud in there, they probably can't even hear you yelling their name. So I eventually got up off the floor and I went into the bedroom, And I remember I was like rubbing the back of my head as I walked in. And when I walked in, my boyfriend and my good friend Ashley both turned around and looked at me like they were crazy. And they were like, where the hell have you been? Like, you know, we just realized that you weren't, like, you didn't come back. And I was all like, damn, I was gone that long and y'all didn't think to come check on me. I'm like, I just passed out on the bathroom floor and hit my head. And the moment that I said that, y'all, my friend Ashley started busting out laughing. She was just laughing and laughing, and she was like, oh, is that what that noise was? And I looked at her like, girl, if you heard a strange noise coming from my bathroom, why the hell you didn't come and check up on me? And she's like, I forgot. I was like, of course you did. Like, of course you forgot. Like, so she's steadily sitting there laughing. Like, how did you pass out? How do you know you passed out? And I'm like, girl, I know I passed out because I found myself on the floor on the bathroom. And I didn't know how the hell I got there. So obviously I passed out. And this knot on the back of my head obviously says it all. So they're sitting there both laughing at this point, thinking it's so funny that I just passed out. And I should have known better, guys, because like I said, I didn't start smoking weed until I was 21. So my tolerance wasn't even that high. And I should have known the moment I started feeling like dizzy that I shouldn't have probably hit the blunt anymore, that I probably should have stopped and let them just continue to finish smoking the weed. But I didn't. I thought I was a big dog and I thought I can hang with the best and, you know, smoke how much they smoke and I'll be okay. But I was so wrong. So I remember I went and I laid down on the bed. And when I was laying in the bed, my boyfriend then goes, oh, we already smoked the other 2 blunts. Did you want me to light you another one? And I looked at him like, dude, I just told you I passed out on the weed. What makes you think I'm going to want to smoke another blunt? I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, I just want to lay on this bed because my head is throbbing. The room still feels like it's spinning. I feel like I still have to throw up. I just want to lay here and be left alone. And so my friend is still sitting on the side of me laughing her ass off, and her younger brother calls her, and obviously she wouldn't be my best friend if she didn't go and tell her brother what happened. So I can obviously hear him on the phone laughing as well. And I just look at her and I'm like, damn, girl, are you gonna tell everybody what happened to me? And she's like, pretty much, you know me, like, this is what we do. And y'all, like, my friend, we had this type of relationship where, like, if one of us got hurt or anything like that, we would laugh at each other and then ask if we were okay. So I kind of knew, like, you know, to expect that from her. Like, we were just assholes to each other. So eventually my friend ends up telling me that she's going to get ready to go and that maybe she'll come back the next day to hang out and, you know, that she hopes I feel better. So I gave her a hug and I told her that, you know, I'm sorry that I passed out. I'm sorry that this happened. Like, we were supposed to kick it even longer, maybe drink a little, you know, party a little. But I got too big-headed thinking that I can hang with the big dogs and smoke like everybody else. And that did not happen. So she ended up leaving. And I think we did end up hanging out the next day. And, you know, we ended up, I think we ended up even like drinking a little more the next day and just hanging out and vibing. I did not smoke with her the next day. I do remember that because for a good minute after that whole thing happened, guys, I was kind of like traumatized. So I didn't want to hit the weed at all. Like, there was times where like my boyfriend would ask me like, oh, do you want to hit the blunt or do you want to roll one? And I was just like, no, I'm good. Nope, I'm good. I don't even want to look at it. I don't want to smell it. I don't want nothing. I'm good. And I can't really remember what got me to start smoking again, but I ended up building up my tolerance. And now you ask me, hey, let's match 3-4 blunts. I'm down. Like, but I really do enjoy like smoking now, guys. Like, I really like the way it like helps me relax and just takes a lot of stress off my mind. I'm not on here encouraging anyone to go head on and start smoking or anything like that. That is just something what I did and something that I went through in my life. But in no shape or form am I on here encouraging anyone to do any drugs or do anything of that sort. But, you know, guys, when you're young, you're willing to try new things and experiment with different type of things. But I'm honestly glad that I didn't hurt myself that night. Like, thinking back on it now, I really could have gotten hurt really bad because I did pass out. And obviously, when I passed out, I fell backwards because I had a big knot on my head. So luckily, like, I didn't bust my head open or I didn't hurt myself that bad to the point where I had to go to the doctor or anything like that, or the emergency room. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Please make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and push that post notification bell so you can be alerted anytime I drop a new video. Till next time, guys, make sure to be safe, be alert, and don't go passing out anywhere. Bye.